Are you on a team or manage a team that is struggling with effective communication? Do you find that just as you're on the edge of coming to a solution, it gets derailed? Today, you are going to hear about a framework that I'm going to introduce that will help you break through to a whole new way of communicating and creating results beyond your expectations. I'm Sarah Graves, Chief Relationships Officer for inviteCHANGE. I've been a professional coach, credentialed by the ICF for the last 10 years, and I got my team coaching credential 5 years ago. So let's jump right in to the frameworks that are going to help you with communication. Whether you're on a team or you're midway through a team and you've hit a snag, here are the questions that will help you with effective communication. Question number 1, what brought you here? And I ask it to the team and have each person go around the room and give their answer. Now, some people might say something like, well, I'm here because my boss said I had to be on this team. So that is an answer, and that's a top line. What I would do is get more curious and ask what's underneath that. What has you work here? What has you get in the car and drive to work every day? So the reason that you're here. Your next step is question 2. What is this team expected to deliver? And open it up to the room and listen to the answers that come forward. They're going to be rich. They're going to be varied. You're going to find disagreement because you'll have different divisions or different perspectives. So this is a really great opportunity for you to listen carefully to what are those answers coming forward. What is this team expected to deliver to the organization in the way of a project, a program, a product, and listen carefully. Question number 3 is what group agreements need to be in place for you, the team member, to accept responsibility? And the responsibility is for the project, for the enterprise. You'd be surprised what comes up when people open the door to what they need to accept that responsibility. Some people, it might be, I want to have fun. Other people, it may be confidentiality or trust. Or when I bring an opinion forward, don't laugh at me, don't criticize me. A non-judgment, or what I call the judgment-free zone. So those are some of the group agreements that can come forward, and you can take time from a half hour to half a day. And this is where, as a leader, you're going to want to have patience and active listening, direct communication, all of the different skills that you'll need to bring to that team to foster this really important time. It's so important, in fact, that our CEO, Janet Harvey, has done a group agreements video on YouTube. I'll tell you how to access it at the end. But back to group agreements and their importance. It's not just the day that you establish group agreements. It's an ongoing document and agreement that you'll look at time and time again, because as a team, it's only natural that you're going to hit snags and obstacles. Then you revisit the group agreements, you make a recommitment to each other, you may even add something to the group agreements to go forward. But it is a vehicle, it's the most important vehicle for you to have the ease, the excellence, the enthusiasm, and the execution on your project. Now we're going to go to question number 4. If you've noticed, the first 3 questions were all what questions. Number 4 is a how question. How are you going to deliver on your expectations while honoring your group agreements? So this is a fairly complex question that, again, you're going to want to give the team time to think about and to volunteer and share with each other. This is a question that you'll ask again and again, because delivering on the expectations while holding the group agreements is something that is a living, breathing transformation, really, of your team. And what does it foster? It fosters a depth and a communication that you will not have without exploring this together. So I encourage you again to leave plenty of time to get to this answer, and then know that the answer will continue to evolve just as the team is evolving. This framework was part of a webinar we did with a great panel of business leaders talking about effective communication. Click on the text below to see the entire 45-minute webinar. And I would encourage you to also look at Janet Harvey's Group Agreements video. Either one will help you be a better, more effective communicator and a better leader.